Which rock legend is secretly richer than a tech CEO? Not a pop star, not a rapper, a rock star. Someone who picked up a guitar in the 60s or 70s and now owns more real estate, rights, and royalties than most billionaires. From Beatles billionaires to stadium-filling icons still cashing checks decades later, the world's richest rock stars aren't just musicians, they're empires. Some quietly sold their music catalogs for hundreds of millions. Others invested in wine companies, tech startups, and even space ventures. You know their names, you've heard their voices, but you probably have no idea just how mind-blowingly wealthy they really are in 2025. Today, we're counting down the top 10 richest rock stars in the world. And trust me, this list will shock you. Some of them made their fortune long after they stopped touring. Some are still raking in more than most Fortune 500 CEOs. And by the end of this video, you'll not only know who they are, you'll know the hidden deals, smart investments, and career moves that made them richer than most small countries. Let's dive in, starting with number 10, whose Kiss-branded empire is worth more than you think. Number 10, Gene Simmons. Kiss, $400 million. Gene Simmons isn't just a rock star, he's a branding genius. With a 2025 net worth of $400 million, Simmons has turned Kiss into one of the most profitable entertainment brands in history. While most artists rely on touring and album sales, Gene made his fortune through merchandising. From Kiss coffins to action figures, lunchboxes, and comic books. If it can be sold, Simmons probably stamped a Kiss logo on it. He also built wealth through TV appearances, licensing deals, and real estate. His reality show, Gene Simmons. Family Jewels added millions to his net worth during its run. Even in his 70s. Number 9, Jon Bon Jovi, $410 million. From New Jersey dive bars to sold-out stadiums, Jon Bon Jovi built more than a rock band. He built a brand. As of 2025, his estimated net worth is $410 million, and it's still growing. While Bon Jovi's classic hits like Livin' on a Prayer and It's My Life continue generating royalties, Jon's wealth didn't stop at music. He's a businessman, real estate mogul, and philanthropist. He co-founded Soul Kitchen, a non-profit restaurant chain where people in need can eat free. But don't mistake that generosity for a lack of strategy. Jon's also made millions through his ownership stake in the AFL's Philadelphia Soul. 8. Eric Clapton, $450 million. With a career that spans over 60 years, Eric Clapton isn't just a rock legend. He's a one-man institution. In 2025, his net worth is estimated at $450 million, built from a mix of timeless talent and shrewd business choices. From Layla to Tears in Heaven, Clapton's music catalog remains one of the most valuable in rock history. He continues to earn millions annually from licensing, reissues, and streaming royalties. But Clapton's fortune goes far beyond guitar strings. He's a collector and dealer of high-end guitars and fine art, with several pieces fetching millions at auction. His stake in the Crossroads Center, a rehab facility he founded, also aligns his personal journey with professional investment. Despite controversies, his European tours in recent years still sell out. 7. Mick Jagger, $525 million. He's 80 and still strutting across stages like he's 25. Mick Jagger, the legendary frontman of the Rolling Stones, boasts a jaw-dropping $525 million net worth in 2025, and he's earned every dollar of it. Touring remains Jagger's biggest moneymaker, even in recent years. The Stones' global tours have brought in hundreds of millions, with ticket prices hitting record highs. Their 2024 No Filter Encore tour alone grossed over $250 million. But Mick isn't just a performer, he's a savvy investor. From publishing rights to real estate, he owns luxury properties in London, France, and Mustique. 6. Keith Richards, $520 million. The man, the myth, the riff machine. Keith Richards, Mick Jagger's partner in crime and co-founder of the Rolling Stones, holds an estimated $520 million net worth in 2025. While Jagger handles the frontman spotlight, Keith has always been the soul of the band's sound and the co-writer behind most of their greatest hits. That means decades of royalties, licensing, and massive catalog earnings. He reportedly earned over $50 million from his share in the Stones' publishing rights and continues to collect revenue from remasters, anniversary editions, and soundtracks. Offstage, Richards has written best-selling memoirs, including Life, which became a global sensation. He's also quietly invested in vintage guitars, rare books, and properties across New York. The 5. Sting. $550 million. He went from fronting the police to becoming one of the most financially intelligent musicians in the world. In 2025, Sting sits comfortably with a net worth of $550 million, and it's no accident. His wealth skyrocketed after he sold his entire music catalog, including hits from the Police and his solo career, for a reported $300 million. That deal alone catapulted him up the rankings, making headlines across the industry. But Sting's income isn't just from music. Factor 4. Elton John. $650 million. He's flamboyant, iconic, and as of 2025, worth a stunning $650 million. Elton John isn't just a musical genius, he's a global brand. His multi-year Farewell Yellow Brick Road tour became the highest-grossing solo artist tour in history, pulling in over $900 million worldwide. Even in retirement from touring, Elton's income hasn't slowed. He earns massive royalties from hits like Rocket Man, Tiny Dancer, and Your Song, which continue to be licensed in films, shows, and streaming platforms. Disney's The Lion King alone generated tens of millions in songwriting royalties. Elton also runs Rocket Entertainment, his media company which handles production, licensing, and artist management. He's involved in charity too. His Elton John AIDS Foundation has raised over $500 million, showing you can mix business with purpose. With luxury homes in London, LA, and the south of France, plus a legendary art and fashion collection, Elton's empire is as extravagant as it is strategic. 3. Bono, U2. $700 million. He's not just a rock legend, he's a boardroom tactician. Bono, the iconic frontman of U2, is sitting on an estimated $700 million fortune in 2025. And it's not just because of With or Without You. Sure, U2 has sold over 170 million records worldwide, and their multi-decade tours have consistently ranked among the highest grossing. But Bono's secret weapon? Equity. Back in the early 2010s, he quietly invested in Facebook through Elevation Partners. When the company went public, his stake reportedly ballooned into the hundreds of millions. That single move changed his financial future forever, and he hasn't stopped there. In 2023, U2 launched a residency at the Sphere in Las Vegas, raking in tens of millions with a futuristic live show that drew global attention. Bono also invests in sustainable energy projects, real estate, and global humanitarian ventures. He's one of the few rock stars whose wealth rivals top-tier tech entrepreneurs. 2. Bruce Springsteen. $1.1 billion. He may sing about working-class roots, but Bruce Springsteen is sitting on a mountain-sized net worth of $1.1 billion in 2025. And if you think it's just from album sales, think again. In 2021, Springsteen pulled off one of the largest catalog sales in music history, selling the rights to his entire body of work, recordings and publishing, for a staggering $500 million to Sony Music. That deal alone locked him into billionaire territory. But Bruce is still very much in the game. His 2023 to 2024 world tour shattered records in both attendance and merchandise sales. Every night he proves that age doesn't dim authenticity or earning power. Offstage, Springsteen owns a vast real estate portfolio, including his New Jersey estate and homes in Florida and California. He's also earned millions from Broadway book sales and his hit podcast with Barack Obama. From dusty highways to billion-dollar contracts, the boss became one of the wealthiest musicians alive by staying true to his voice and knowing when to cash in. 1. Paul McCartney. $1.2 billion. At the very top of the rock hierarchy stands Sir Paul McCartney, a Beatle, a Knight, and a $1.2 billion icon in 2025. What started in Liverpool with Love Me Do turned into one of the most profitable music careers in history. McCartney's songwriting catalog, co-written with John Lennon, is still generating tens of millions every year. But Paul didn't just ride the wave of nostalgia. He's a savvy businessman. His MPL Communications company owns the rights to over 25,000 songs, high-end real estate, and McCartney remains the richest rock star alive. And let's not forget, he still earns from Beatles merch, films, and reissues, which spike in value every time a documentary or remaster drops. From mop top to mogul, McCartney didn't just make history, he monetized it flawlessly. But how do these fortunes stack up together? Let's break it down. Together, these 10 rock icons hold a staggering $6.5 billion in combined net worth. That's not a band, it's an empire. So there you have it, the 10 richest rock stars in the world, 2025. From Paul McCartney's billion-dollar legacy to Gene Simmons' branding empire, these legends prove that rock isn't just about music. It's about ownership, timing, and vision. They turned lyrics into real estate, concerts into corporations, and nostalgia into generational wealth. Some sold their catalogs, others kept control. But every single one of them played the long game and won. Now we want to hear from you. Who surprised you the most? Was it Bono's Facebook fortune or Springsteen's $500 million publishing deal? And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want more deep dives into the money behind music. Drop a comment below. Who do you think will rise or fall off this list next year? This is just the beginning. The business of music is only getting louder. What's the secret behind their financial domination? A clear pattern emerges. Catalog sales are king. From Springsteen's $500 million deal to Sting's $300 million windfall, the smartest legends knew the real gold was in their songwriting rights. Then there's touring. Even in their 70s and 80s, artists like Elton, U2, and the Stones are still pulling in 9 figures per tour. Why? Because nostalgia isn't just powerful, it's profitable. And let's not ignore their business acumen. Whether it's Bono's Facebook stake, Simmons' branding empire, or McCartney's publishing control, these rock stars evolved into CEOs of their own legacies. What we're seeing now is a shift. Legacy icons are monetizing their past, while newer artists chase fame. But these legends, they chased ownership and won.